Well, here I am at the public boat launch in Bayou Lacombe. This is not an area that I go to very often, but I wanted to test myself. I wanted to see if I could learn how to fish Lake Pontchartrain. People tell me there's a lot of fish to catch here in the middle of October, and so I gave myself 3 days to figure it out. Well, we're on day 2, and I think I may have figured it out. This episode is going to start as a grind. It's not going to be super exciting at the beginning, but it's going to show you how I work through the process of figuring out how to target these fish. And you probably saw in the thumbnail. You'll see what I end up catching at the end. Y'all stay tuned. As always, like and subscribe. Let's get to it. What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Catch You Later. This is Goose Point, and we're in Lake Pontchartrain, and my gosh, we really couldn't ask for better weather. It's actually kind of a little cold. I should have worn shoes and not flip-flops. But that out of the way, we are on day 2 of me trying to learn how to fish this water. I heard that this time of year, we're in middle October, you can find specks in this water. I live a couple blocks from the lake. Wouldn't it be nice if I could learn how to fish this? Now, there is no secret spot in this part of Lake Pontchartrain, but somehow I happen to have all of this water to myself, and on a 3-day weekend, that's a little concerning. So we'll see if maybe I outsmarted everyone or if everyone else knows something that I don't. So what I'm doing, especially because we have such flat, calm water, I'm just scanning the horizon to see anything sort of breaking it up or anything like that. And like I said, this is day 2. On day 1, I launched in Mandeville, went to Cane Bayou, Goose Point, and then back. Today I'm starting in Bayou Lacombe, kind of doing the opposite. I'll try to work to Bayou Liberty. But on day 1, I found bait galore everywhere. Just tons and tons of mullet, finger mullet, shad, stuff like that. So hopefully we'll find the same today. I can't imagine they would have moved too far. Weather hasn't changed that much. We haven't had any rainstorms, big wind events, anything like that. So we've got this beautiful, beautiful sky. The blue to pink to blue. Man, I can see this Southwest Airlines plane clear as day. Almost no humidity at all to speak of. Air temps right now, I would say now that the sun's coming out, maybe in the 60s. Almost cool enough to make me regret wearing flip-flops. So I never know how I'll edit these things, but been here for maybe 20-30 minutes now, and the gator noises are amazing, really. I hope my mic's picking them up. You can see and hear a boat right there that's making a run. I bet it's going to Goose Point, which is so funny because it's where I just left. And that's one of the odd things about fishing Lake Pontchartrain. There really are only so many spots, and there's a lot of people for each one of them. And that's typically why I don't fish this area all that much. But I know the people that do fish the area a lot, they swear by it. Now, I'm not really sure what this is. It's obviously some kind of pipeline, but also a canal. And it might just be part of the Big Branch WMA. Which, ooh, I had a hit. That was unmistakable. What the heck? I don't know what I'm on right here. Can't tell if I'm on a fish or just hung up. Must have been in the mud. Oh yeah, it's super shallow right here. Grass. All right, that's what we've been looking for. Nice. This is the ill grass people talk about. It's what I've been looking for. Just didn't really know where to find it, but it's here. I'm going to switch to something a little lighter. This is a Z-Man. I'm not sure what that color is, on a 16th ounce. Ooh, I feel like I hit it immediately. Oh. There's something. Not sure what it is. Little bitty trout. Look at that. All right. Well, there are trout here. This is not exactly what we're looking for. But this is my first Lake Pontchartrain trout in a very, very long time. It's a male. I can hear it croaking. All right. Skunk is out. Now that one was taking drag, which means I gotta tighten my drag. But man, the lure switch worked immediately, and that trout was in incredibly shallow water. What is that? Oh, that was a big red, y'all. Couldn't get an accurate cast on it. That would have been fun. Look, that's a whole school of them. There's one. There's one. Oh, still not a big one, but number two. There we go. A little bitty guy. I'm not keeping fish today, so I don't really care. This is all about just learning how to catch trout here. I feel like I may have found them. Oh, right into its mouth. Nice. Oh, foul hooked. That's why I felt so big. All right, number three. These are obviously not the trout that I really want to catch, but I'm glad I'm catching them because I'm learning. I don't think he even tried to attack it. I think it fell on top of him and he jumped, and my reflexes were fast enough to kind of set the hook on him. All right, so trout number three. Not tearing it up, but we're catching, and that's really the only goal so far. So let me go over what's actually worked and what hasn't. First thing I can say that's worked is this swim bait far and away is catching fish in this color, but most importantly this weight. This is a 16th ounce weight. I'm fishing Texas rig, and I'm fishing Texas rig for no other reason than this is a Z-Man plastic. Oh, just got another hit. And the Z-Man plastic just does not work unless you fish at Texas rig, I've found. So that's what's working, at least. Not catching big ones, but it's catching fish. It's very slow going. Probably 1 out of every 20 casts lands a fish. But for me, in my experience in Lake Pontchartrain, this is pretty good. Never really had, oh, that was one. Never really had any luck fishing this body of water. The other thing that I've noticed, they are absolutely in the grass. And I've heard that so many times, but only now getting to experience it. I don't know if it's coming out on my camera. There's these little pockets of grass. And so that's another reason why I'm fishing Texas rig. I would like to do just weedless in general, but this is the only way to fish this Z-Man plastic weedless. Which isn't that big a deal. What I'm going to do, I'm not following my 3-cast rule, mainly because I don't know enough here to do that. I feel like I would just be burning gas. This is the only place I've found any activity. Yeah, I mean, you just get nicked, and so they're tattooing it. But to be honest, it feels cool fishing like this. I'm not tearing them up, but it feels like I'm in Florida. And I've been planning. Got him. Oh man, he hit it about 3 times. Yeah, so they're doing this, they're in these little pockets between the grass. So I've spooked quite a few reds, which is also extremely unexpected. Never expected I could potentially sight fish reds in Lake Pontchartrain in between Lacombe and Slidell, but oh, that was awesome. Here we are. All right, trout number 4. This one closer to a keeper. Nice. All right, there he goes. So again, not tearing them up, but we are catching. And for me, that's what's important right now. I'm downloading data, figuring out where these fish are, what they're hitting. Because boy, wouldn't it be nice if I could start fishing here versus driving all the way to Hopedale. And it's looking to me like we're probably just a few weeks away from bigger trout moving in. So I never really know how I'll edit these. I say this in every single video. I pretty much end up repeating things to myself over and over and over. But there's really 2 reasons why I've never really fished here. One is probably just unfair to this fishery. When I moved here, Hurricane Ida hit literally the day after I bought my home. And no doubt that changed this fishery. And when I would come fishing here, just wouldn't catch anything. It seemed like the whole area was lifeless. Number 2, we actually saw this today. The culture of fishing here is very unfamiliar to me. I met someone maybe a month or 2 ago at a restaurant who came and introduced themselves to me, and we were talking about fishing, and I said, yeah, you know, I'm really just learning this stuff. And he kind of looked at me like I was crazy, but it's true. I did not grow up fishing this area at all. And so one part of that is I just don't know where to fish. The other part of that is, as I was saying, the culture of it all. And all I mean by that is, when I was fishing here, another boat came by and just watched to see if I was catching and then moved on, which is fine, obviously within their rights. But when I fish, you know, Hopedale, places like that, I don't even see other people. So I'm not used to like sharing the water or anything like that. But people say the fishing's good here, and I believe them. I don't know why they'd lie to me. There's a hit. And I'm seeing today for sure the potential of this place. It's there. There's one. Oh, he got off. There's one. Oh, he hit it hard. Yeah, y'all, this is the lure, and this is the presentation that they want. I do think a jerkbait would be really good right now. I just don't have any. But that's what's making this successful. Man, these fish are feisty. Look at this. You're gonna get off, bro. I promise. See? All right, number 5, I think. So let me talk about how I even thought of this pattern and why I'm trying it. I found a YouTuber whose name I can't remember, but I'll post it as text overlaying this. He fishes this area. It's actually 2 guys. It's a guide and the YouTuber, and they fish together here. And this is exactly what they talked about in their YouTube channel. Oh, look at that. Look for the grass and find where you have a mixture of mullet and other bait fish and fish that. And that's what we're doing. And that's what's working. I mean, it's exactly it. We're not tearing it up, but it's working. So thanks to them for sure. This has been a good experience to help me learn. Oh, I had a fish on that whole time, didn't realize. All right, another trout. All right, number 6. There are definitely some big trout now that I watch that one swim that I've spooked. Just not a lot of them. There's one. Oh. There's gotta be needlefish. Gotta be needlefish. Man, hate those things. Yeah, definitely needlefish. There's one. All right, trout number 7. These are not big trout, but we have found a pattern. So now that we've found a pattern, I think it's safe to call it. For this area, it's mostly little trout anyway. I'm gonna double back around. I'm not gonna mess with this guy. He wants to fish that area. He can go for it. I already know what's there. And give ourselves 20 more casts here. It's 20 after 9. So it's still early in the day. And now you know what? Oh, I saw him come and hit it. This is a bigger trout. Listen to that drag. This is a gator trout. This is why we're doing this. It's foul hooked, which is why it's fighting as hard as it is. Oh. Whew. This may be a PB, y'all. We've been grinding and grinding and grinding all day. And we got ourselves a tank. Hooked extremely well. No way it was getting off. Got to get my pliers. All right. Let me show y'all this fish, y'all. I would love to show y'all this fish. Can't seem to hold on to it. And that is why I'm trying to learn how to fish Lake Pontchartrain. That's what we came here for, y'all. 36 to, yep, 20 incher. Always release these big ones. I've handled it way too much. Well, that's why you fish here. Sometimes it's a grind. Saw that fish come and hit it. I knew there were big trout in here. I've spooked quite a few of them. Like literally got visual eyes on them. We finally caught one. Whew, gotta catch my breath. That's not a PB for me, but it's damn close. A trout like that, pull and drag. Amazing. And I'm okay that it messed my lure up. That was worth it. Alright, last cast, y'all. If you would have told me I would have caught a 20-inch trout today, I would have said, you are out of your freaking mind. Not only is it not the right time of year, but I don't know what I'm doing. But this, I mean, to me, this is just what fishing is all about. Being bold, trying new things. Yeah, look at that. Things are hitting this, but the lure's so worn out. So, that's that. Really wish I could have landed that red, but, you know, c'est la vie. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You know, it's been almost 2 years. If only 1% of you subscribes after watching this, I'll hit 1,000, and that's a huge milestone because that means I'll get monetized. And if I get monetized, it really won't change my life. But it will help pay for boat launches, gas, stuff like that, and give me an idea that maybe I can spend more time on it, which is not to goad you into subscribing. I'm just telling y'all what'll happen once I hit that mark. So if you like this content, if you like learning how to find new areas to fish, please like and subscribe. Always family and friends first, and I will catch you later.